going to Thanksgiving to visit my family. So come with me as I pack my bag of mini painting stuff. Let's do it. All right, so this is my hobby bag that I have. It's really nice. It's got a lot of compartmentes. Right now we're it's a little messy. So I'm gonna have to clean it out. When I got those Eldar models, the guy also gave me, he was trying to sell these Middle Earth Battles sprues, and I was like, hey, go ahead and take them. So I got these pretty much for free. But one, I don't play Middle Earth Battles. Two, I didn't need a gajillion of these minis. And my younger brother really likes Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, all that kind of stuff. So I'm giving him these two sprues, and a bunch of bases that came with. So those have to come with me. Otherwise, you can see I have some plastic bags for paints when I fly. I've got this bad boy, which has kind of become my default case for putting minis in that I want to paint. I usually keep some like bubble wrap and other stuff here. Yeah. Oh, one-handed. Yeah, some protective stuff to put them in there. I'm thinking of bringing with me probably some of these Middle Earth guys that yesterday I kind of like quickly based them. They haven't been primed. So I got to do that. The basing is just my jar of dirt, and they're already falling. But then I also probably going to bring one Eldar test model. My plan, and I'll feature it more in future videos as well, is to actually paint. Oh God, where is he? There he is. Ignore this terrible hobby disc situation. Paint this guy up for Olden Demon. So I'll probably do some test paint schemes, figure out the basing that I actually want to do. Not quite sure, but I just really like this dynamic pose, the gun, sword. I think the sword I want to do sort of like a Rogue Hobbies prismatic blade kind of thing. So I'm really excited to pick this up. My first sci-fi model and my first 40K model. Yeah, so that's the bag itself. We've got compartments for paints, which is super nice. Have this spot up here, as well as the other side. Unzips. This is nothing but professional cameras. Professional camera quality. And then this side unzips, and I've got like suffer brushes and things, but I don't typically use this side for as much stuff. And yeah, so I'll kind of load it up a little bit and guide you along as I go. So what paints am I bringing with? So I got these 4 paint shelves. Got some Pro Acryl, some Vallejo. I got really just like a mismatch of a lot of stuff. Pro Acryl, Vallejo, War Colors, Nostalgia 88. Was sale mystery pack, a couple of Citadel paint, literally three Citadel paints, 3 Turbo Dork. These little D&D paints that I got here, those were my very first paint set. I got as a Christmas gift, and I have been working on getting rid of all of them. So I'm probably going to bring all of those as just to keep burning through them, and hopefully replace them with like, my hope is maybe some Bear Cavalry paints at one point. But maybe more Pro Acryl. I quite like those. I do like Vallejo, but I think I like Pro Acryl a little bit more, and it's slightly more accessible to me. As you can see, my paint shelves are full, so I don't really need to buy paints. My philosophy with mini painting is really waste not, want not. So I want to use up all these tiny paints before I buy any more paints and make some more room. So I'm going to grab those. I also have a brush on primer. I did not prime these, and I don't feel like bringing a rattle can with me all the way from New York to Minnesota. So, man, these camera angles, these are great. Thumb in the shot, everything. Nothing but the best for you guys. No stakes, no cares. All right, and then some other stuff that's going to come along with. So I've got my Miniac brush case. So that's going to tag along. I don't need to open it. It's a brush case. I've got the hand drill. That's going to come with, just in case, you never know. This right here is an old mustache wax container, and after cleaning it out, I put some brush goop in it. So I've got some brush soap that comes with nice small size. I know I can bring the full can. Doing things one-handed sucks. We'll figure it out a bit next time. Don't look at that. Yeah, so brush soap, bring some nippers. You never know if you're gonna get some new minis, some new models you want to build. And then I'll bring my painting handle. I'll bring some Tamiya. And then I'll bring, not all of these brushes, but I'll probably bring like a dry brush, and I've got some nicer brushes that I'll be sure to bring, and my painting mug. Alright, something else I'd like to have. This is my mini paint journal. It's got a lot of cool things in it. So, let me show you. I started doing this mini paint recipe book a couple of years ago. A friend gifted me the notebook, and I needed a purpose for it. And this was something I always thought about. Was first, like, I really wanted to do color swatches. So you see, I got a list of my paint brands that I have, and then like abbreviations for them, and then all my reds I've been putting here, my blues, yellow, so on and so forth. Plenty of room to hopefully fill out more. You can see I fucked up right there. And then we just keep going. So it helps me kind of look, it's like, okay, what kind of color do I want? What gives me some sort of effect that I'm over? And then I got miscellaneous. So really just my Turbo Dork. You can't even see this one. The Mother Load is kind of like a opalescent paint. It's all right. Warcolor's Gravy. I love this paint. It feels so cool. Not knowing what the color was going to be. This was the color number. I thought that was fun, so I put that down. And I know Procreal is putting out Wizard's Butt, which is essentially the same thing, where it's just kind of like the slot paint being recycled. And I love that. I love having a paint that's unique. Like no one else, maybe someone else has this color, but no one else really has this color. It is unique to me. And that makes me feel special. And then I've got my mini paint list. So this is everything I've painted in 2024. I only painted 13 models. My goal has been to surpass that. So at least 14 models, and we're close. We're so close. So I'm bringing all those Middle Earth goblins, and I think there's like 8 of them. So this will definitely shoot up to 20. So I'll be happy. And then I've got my pile of opportunity list right here, and I can cross off, and you can see got a lot of stuff I have some Spirit Hosts somewhere lying around. Don't think I'll paint those. I think those are just going to enter the my bits box kind of stuff. I got a Dragon Turtle mini. I've got, it says Big Soul Blight model. It is my Coven Throne that I'm working on. I have the Vampiresses primed and ready to paint in subassembly, because it's so fucking big. So I'm going to paint these in subassembly at some point. Dweghome Archers from Conquest. Kind of lost my steam on that. I've painted all my other Dweghome that I have, but I've never played. Underworld Goblins, was I'm finishing up. Yeah, you can see it. You see what I got. Right. But then I've got, more importantly, going through hobby wish list, and then the actual log. And I put recipes if I want to try to remember them. So like over here, I had a really cool brain color painting of Mind Devourer, so I wanted to remember that. Maybe I think part of my plan is one day, like, if I get a new journal, to cut out all the recipes that I really liked in here, because there's a few other ones. So I've got like a Necromancer conversion I did, and put some information here, and like how I paint my Soul Blight, and so it's been really helpful to track and to remember, like especially this burnt orange recipe that I have that I want to keep using, so that I can remember, okay, it's Procreal Warm Brown, and it's slowly adding some Vallejo clear orange, and this is kind of the gradient I'm following and going after. This is my Goblin Warband page. I've really just kind of like wanted it to be fun. I had this goal of like bright neon colors. That did not happen, but just kind of like with each model, like what do I like, what do I not like? You can kind of see the journey with the arrows and stuff, and just random doodles going on in there. So that's been a really fun outlet, and then some other miscellaneous stuff, and that's it. But I got a lot of notebook left to fill, so that's gonna come with. And there you have it. Bag is all packed up. Got my cutting mat here too, because I like putting that down so I know I always have a safe surface. My wet palette, and everything else is loaded up in this bad boy. Let me know in the comments what kind of stuff do you like to have in your hobby go bag if you got one, or what you like to bring when you travel if you want to do some mini painting, or if there's anything you think I should get. I know I definitely want to get like a travel size wet palette. This one is kind of a little annoying to bring with me as much as I love it and love the stickers on it, but you know, we do what we gotta do. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you got, and if you liked it, please, do the algorithmic kind of stuff, like, comment, subscribe, you know how it goes. And we'll catch you in the next video.